It's kind of like a quilt, you know, all the squares. We don't have one chunk. It's kind of a patchwork.
Fourth-generation farmer Andy Lyle telling me which part of the lush Palma Valley below is his family's farm. The scene is illustrative of much of San Diego County's agricultural landscape. Down on the farm, his family actually calls it a ranch, Lyle talks about the crops he and his family have grown here for decades.
Citrus, oranges, mandarins are probably about 80%, maybe 90% of our acreage here, and about 10% avocados.
The Lyle operation encompasses about 200 acres, rows of trees heavy with fruit. Andy Lyle loves what he does.
I love when I give my friends some of our oranges or avocados, and they're like, that's the best orange I've ever had, or that's the best avocado I've ever had, or orange juice, or whatever it is. It's, I love that. I love being able to produce good, nutritious, safe food for people.
But against this bucolic background, there is concern in the farming community.
There's a lot of unknowns, particularly because of the 90-day pause now that was imposed.
Dana Groot is the president of the San Diego County Farm Bureau. He's talking about the T word, tariffs.
The feeling among the farming community is kind of a wait-and-see attitude.
Part of the reason there's not the same level of anxiety as at other non-agricultural businesses is farmers have been through this before.
This is not the first go-around for San Diego County farmers. We had some experience with tariffs under Trump's first presidency, and there were consequences for some of the growers, particularly exporting to Canada.
Back in the Lyle orange groves, what Groot describes, the wait-and-see attitude, is the order of the day.
Because I don't really know how it's going to play out. I think ultimately, I think it's important that we have food security here in the United States, that we have American farmers producing food for American people first.
Still, Groot says there is reason to be concerned.
On the troubling side, of course, is input costs may increase, whether it's packaging, plastic materials perhaps from China, or fertilizer inputs could increase dramatically. On the export markets, we're not too concerned about Mexico. Canada later in the growing season might be an issue. Again, a lot remains to be seen.
When it comes to agriculture in San Diego County, far and away the #1 product is bedding plants, perennials, color. Think flowers in general. They're pretty much tariff-proof because they pretty much stay in the United States. Not so with avocados and citrus.
Lyle is fortunate, though. He leaves the sale of his product to others. He says the folks who market his fruit learned from the last go-round.
They've done a really good job of finding more of a domestic market and just some other options so that we're not surprised by tariffs.
And there's something else, something that's ingrained in farmers across the country.
Farmers as a group tend to be a little more accustomed to variables that are not within their control. So it's perhaps a little less of a stress for them because it's always kind of a wait and see.
As the agricultural community waits to see what will happen with tariffs, one important data point to keep in mind. Agriculture is the fourth largest economic driver in this county at nearly $1.2 billion a year. Groot says if you count the services that depend on agriculture, it's more than $4 billion. Lots of reasons to wait and see and hope that if they come, tariffs don't tarnish one of San Diego County's economic crown jewels. John Carroll, KPBS News.